Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're working on my own personal vehicle. It's a 2007 new style GMC Sierra 1500 Denali. So I was having an electronic issue with it, kind of a weird intermittent thing. Every time I would open and close the door, my stereo would kind of skip and turn off and turn on again. And whenever my door was open, I didn't have power windows, I didn't have power locks, I couldn't control my heated seats. None of my controls from my door essentially worked. So obviously it's a wiring issue. So I dug into it today, found the problem. I want to share it with you guys, see if you have a similar issue with your vehicle. Hopefully this helps you out. It's definitely a do-it-yourself kind of fix it you can do on your own. I'm gonna put these wires back together and should be good to go. Take you probably about an hour or so, but there's a little bit to get into it. So I'm just gonna show you how I kind of took this door apart and what I found. Okay, so I just wanna first show you how to take these inner door panels off. First thing you gotta do is take a little flat screwdriver and you need to pick and pull out this little square piece, and then the little door lock latch will come straight up and off. The next thing is in behind here, this plate here pops out. There's two 10mm screws behind it. In behind your door latch right here, this little panel piece comes off. There's a screw in there as well. This piece here pulls off, pries off. And I'm trying to think, and then obviously this paneling here on both sides of the door, to passenger and driver, it just pulls up with your hands, pops out, and then you can unplug all your accessories, pop straight up, unplug everything, and you don't need to worry about where they all go, because down here, you can't really see it in the camera, but it's actually labeled. It says brown, green, gray, black, so you can't mix them up. I'm just showing you guys on the passenger side because the driver's side is already all apart. And then essentially what it is just a bunch of clips all along here, just push pins, and you just pull the bottom out and then it'll lift up and straight off. So once you get that panel off, this is essentially what you're gonna see is this sound insulation. So this just peels back, you peel it all back and it falls back, and you push your wires through this opening here, and they're dangling. And essentially you need to undo your door latch cable, which just pops out, and everything else is basically disconnection. Now, what you have here and what I found is you have this rubber grommet here in between your door panel, your door itself, and your cab of your truck. So inside this rubber grommet, all these wires that control everything in your door. So inside them, of course, the wires are moving back and forth over the years. And so this is what I found. This wire here was completely detached. So this red wire here was right apart. So that's obviously, I mean, it wasn't, I pulled it out. It was in some heat shrink, but it was broken. And then you can also tell, hopefully with the camera, this black one here is all cracked. Just gonna see if I can focus this here on this exact spot. So this black one is cracked, needs to be repaired. It's probably gonna fall apart eventually, or maybe shorting out on something else. This gray one, this little gray one here is also cracked, right up there. And this pink one here, you can see, pink and white is all broken and cracked apart as well. So I've got three cracked wires that need repair, and then I've got one completely broken one. And that's all inside this grommet that is just basically constantly flexing these wires as you open and close your door hundreds of times. So with time and weathering and just probably temperature change, we're up here in Canada, so you got some hot weather and you got some very, very cold -25, -30 Celsius weather. So they don't last forever. Looks like this one was repaired once and then failed. But that's the issue. I'm going to get those all resoldered, reheat shrunk, and electrically tape these all back up and put everything back in order. It's a little bit to get into it, but everything is essentially plug and play, disconnects, and I had to disconnect my my crash sensor here for the side impact airbags. Had to disconnect my auto lock, obviously, and then all these wires pull out. This is essentially your entire wiring harness here for the door, and I pulled it all out so that I could get this grommet down here and out of the way, because when you're kind of working all up in this little corner of about 3 inches, it's very difficult to do soldering. So I pulled them all out from here and essentially loosened up and freed up all these wires to do the work. And then I'll feed them all back through and wire in my speaker, wire my auto door or auto windows, and put my crash sensor back in, door lock back in, and essentially just plug everything back in and wrap it up. So if you have an issue with some of your functions not working on your door, that's probably your culprit. It's one of those wires in there. Works awesome. Window never went down before with the door open. So power locks work. Window works. Heated seat button works. Everything works. Solid. Woohoo! Sweet. So if that helps you guys out, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. That's all for now. See you later.